believe it or not, despite my love of bad movies, this is the first full moon movie I've ever seen. Luckily, I started with one of the best. It's the 23rd century, and once again the West Coast has been destroyed by the Big One. Now, Trancers are cult members under the power of a man named Whistler. They're being tracked down and eliminated by cop/bounty hunter Jack Death, whose wife was killed by Whistler's cult. Now, Whistler himself was thought to be dead, but as it turns out, has managed to find a way to go back in time by inhabiting the body of one of his ancestors. Jack is then sent back as well, and once in our present day, he hooks up with a punk rocker played by Helen Hunt back when she was cute and not totally full of herself. And they both try to save the future.
Are you okay in there?
Yeah. Everything's fine.
Trancers is a shining example of the good you can do when you only have a little bit of money but you take your filmmaking seriously. While Trancers can be kind of silly, the film itself is crafted with a great deal of care, and as a result, it comes across as a legitimate film instead of just some guys dicking around with film equipment they found in a warehouse. It even has a solid sense of humor behind it. Naming your character Jack Death and then having everyone in the film ignore it would just be stupid. But nearly everyone Death encounters makes some crack about it being a silly name, and it's little things like this that prove that these guys knew what they were doing. And one of these guys was Frank Darabont, who was the director of The Shawshank Redemption, The Green Mile, and co-creator of The Walking Dead. He worked in the film's art department. This film was made for only $400,000, but you certainly wouldn't know it by looking at it. The optical effects and creative set design still managed to outshine most CGI and green screen effects they use these days. And it's less than 80 minutes long, which means it doesn't screw around with needless subplots or exposition. Here's the story, here it goes, and now it's over. That works for me. I give Trancers 3.5 stars. It's a lot of fun, and I think if you're sick and tired of the cheap-looking, lazy films that pop up on the Sci-Fi channel these days, you should give this one a chance.
So how am I doing?
Not bad for a squid?
How come you don't call me anymore?
Jerry, I asked you to leave me alone, okay?
Well, you still got some of my tapes, man.
I'll drop them off at your mom's.
Beat it, Hiawatha. This is my dance.
Who's the old fuck? Look at that. He's even got a hearing aid. Now, why don't you buy me a drink?
Come off, pal. I'm gonna sweep the floor with your head. Now I'm pissed.